Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Holden Blaze, and today we're going to be talking about how ArcBlock is set to become a major AI crypto. We've covered ArcBlock multiple times on this channel, mostly focused around the decentralized identifiers, and we have speculated how that can be involved with AI. Well, in the past couple of weeks, we've gotten more data surrounding ArcBlock's AIGNE and what we can expect from this AI update. According to ArcBlock themselves, the launch of ArcBlock's AIGNE is imminent. This was posted about a week and a half ago, and so that means that AIGNE is likely coming in the month of April. We do not know that for a fact. However, Robert Mao has addressed the pace of AIGNE, saying that I know everyone is expecting AIGNE so eagerly. However, I promise it is worth some wait. This was posted about a week ago, and because I have been covering Robert Mao and ArcBlock for some time, I have seen Robert Mao make very similar promises to this in the past. Every single time in the past, the wait is definitely worth the final product, and so I honestly do not mind AIGNE not releasing in the month of March, and I'm really excited to see it come out hopefully in April. If it does not come out in April and we have to wait until June or July, I still think that's totally fine. We are still early on in this crypto cycle, and at this pace, it looks like AIGNE will come out around the Bitcoin halving. That is quite bullish in my opinion, and if we look at what AIGNE is actually doing, I think you're going to get even more bullish on ArcBlock. AIGNE is basically an AI apps engine where you can build dApps and software using AI. Because ArcBlock is harnessing the power of a bunch of different AI models, you don't actually have to code in order to deploy these dApps. Instead, you just provide instructions and sketches of what you want your final product to look like to AIGNE, and they do the rest for you. I'm quite bullish on this, as I do believe we are headed into a future where computer coding becomes less relevant. I believe AI will really be the communication between human and machine, and as we move forward, I really do think this is how apps are going to be created. The fact that all of this is done on top of the ArcBlock blockchain and is decentralized only gives it more use case. Robert Mao said in one of his tweets that he believes that ArcBlock's dApps are 10 times better than the centralized apps that we get on the Apple App Store. There's a ton of different potentials to be unlocked with the use of AI and dApps. This is why some people call ArcBlock the Apple of cryptocurrencies. Just like Apple has an app store with a bunch of different apps, ArcBlock is going to have a pretty diverse dApp store because the bar to entry is so low. Think about it, there are a lot of creative people out there who do not know how to code, but could be able to create a dApp using AIGNE. I know for myself personally, I am not fluent in any coding language. However, I have single-handedly coded a few projects with the use of AI. I basically just went back and forth with ChatGPT, and I finally got a working blackjack game with awesome sounds, colors, etc. While that's kind of irrelevant to this story, it's really not. I would not be able to have created that project without the use of AI. Just like now, I could possibly create a dApp using AIGNE. However, I never could have created a dApp beforehand because I really didn't know how to code. I think by lowering the bar of entry of how to build software and dApps on the blockchain, ArcBlock is going to see a lot of adoption. And really, the more I research ArcBlock, the more it seems like it's kind of a fusion of Apple and Microsoft, but on the blockchain. This really does seem like it has the potential to have a ton of customers going forward, especially with Robert Mao behind this project, consistently pushing out great updates. And in theory, this AI will be better than just using OpenAI alone. By using multiple different AI systems and cross-checking data with one another, you can get a final result that is going to be much better than if you were solely relying on something like Mistral AI. The beauty of all of this is that it is decentralized. This is not another software as a service solution, as instead ArcBlock never has access to personal data. Yes, data can be shared with these AI models. However, because ArcBlock has the DID wallet in place, there is a decentralized nature, and no one will know whose data is whose unless you openly share what your DID is. This basically gives everybody the ability to use AI models without compromising personal data because it is all decentralized on a blockchain with a decentralized ID attached to the data instead of your personal name. We've covered the idea of DID wallet extensively in some of my past videos. However, since then we have to note that DID Wallet 5.0 has been released. I can tell you that this version is so much better than the original DID wallet that I showed you a couple videos ago. The user interface is like 20 times more engaging and a lot more informational in my opinion. One thing that I really want to point out as well is on the official DID wallet site, it has ArcBlock priced at $50. I love to see that because personally, I do think ArcBlock can hit $50 this cycle, and this shows that Robert Mao and his team also believe in that theory. That would be roughly a 25x from these levels, showing us that ArcBlock still has a lot of gas left in the tank. I also want to point out some news that's not necessarily new, but I stumbled upon it for the first time. I don't know how I missed this in the past, but ArcBlock actually holds the trademark for DID semicolon. Now on first glance, you may wonder why they included this semicolon. However, in my eyes, it makes total sense because if you look at how this DID is being used, it goes DID semicolon, ABT semicolon, personal identification number. It's a really nice way to package that decentralized ID into something that kind of makes sense visually, and I think it's a huge bonus that they have that trademarked. That doesn't mean other companies and cryptocurrencies cannot use the idea of decentralized identifiers. However, they cannot use the DID semicolon, which is a personal trademark of ArcBlock, and in the future, it could be viewed somewhat as like a blue text message on an iPhone instead of a green one for an Android. Before we look at the current market cap of ArcBlock, I also want to point out that the CEO of NVDIA was recently talking about how no one should become a programmer anymore. He was basically saying in a recent NVIDIA press conference that AI is going to be the new way that humans interact with machines. In the past decades, he urged everyone to become a computer programmer. However, now he is urging people not to go into the field. Robert Mao and ArcBlock's vision align with the CEO of NVIDIA's as they reposted this, adding onto it, saying that ArcBlock is democratizing the way that coding works. I agree, it absolutely has huge potential to provide a decentralized aspect to coding. With the addition of AI and their AI Genie, I personally think that ArcBlock is going to see a lot more upside for this bull market. If I'm being completely honest, I think AI Genie has the ability to be one of the biggest catalysts for ArcBlock this year, and I would not be shocked if we see price rocket ship shortly after the release. Of course, it could always be a buy the rumor, sell the news type event. However, because we do not have an exact date for when this is coming, I personally do not see that happening. Right now, we have to note that ArcBlock is actually down 10% on the day. Bitcoin is getting hit a little bit, and the market cap is only at $165 million. Like I've said many times, ArcBlock can easily get to the billions of dollars, and if we were to get to that $50 price point that Robert Mao and ArcBlock were hinting at on their DID wallet page, we would see a huge increase from the prices right now. If ArcBlock was to manage to get to $50, the market cap would be at $5 billion, and I think that's absolutely realistic this bull market. I actually think it could get all the way up to $90 this bull market, and I do not think that's hopium whatsoever. If ArcBlock is able to execute on this AI Genie and incorporate their DID wallet successfully into it, I think $10 billion in market cap is honestly pretty realistic. I don't think I'm being a moon boy when I'm saying that. We've seen projects like Solana and Cardano get very close to $100 billion in market cap, and while it's an absolute long shot to say that ArcBlock can get to that level this cycle, I do think the technology ArcBlock provides is somewhat comparable with some of the cryptos in the top 20, and it is possible that we see a very crazy rise in the price of ABT. Of course, this is not guaranteed whatsoever. Crypto is quite risky, and I am not a financial advisor. This video is not financial advice. However, if you like the style of my videos, check out some of the other content around my page, and make sure to smash that subscribe button. I hope you all have a great day. Peace out.